What's up, guys? Daryl from Smart Shooters, and tonight I just kind of wanted to talk about 2A stuff. Specifically, people asking me, like, times of war, an election coming up. What's going to be hard to grab? What should we get? And I don't encourage panic buying, but I always encourage buying ARs and buying ammo. Let's talk about why. So if you saw the image I put on the screen, that was from me going to Cabela's today to look for ammo. And what you would notice is that all of the cheaper ammo was gone, and all of the bulk ammo was gone. I wish I'd have had a picture from last week. Just last week when I was there, those shelves were stuffed. And I think that's a little bit of panic buying. And that's okay to an extent, but it also is one of the things that I would highly recommend you buy during times of crisis like these. Crisis meaning what the world is going through. The U.S. is now getting involved in funding two wars. The war in Ukraine and the war going on in Israel. The thing that you have to know is that ammunition is all made by like the same manufacturers. Like the government secretly has 2 billion rounds of ammo, like the same manufacturers. Now they may have companies designated to making ammo for the military, but if the military needs more ammo, they're going to pull on the same manufacturers that manufacture for the civilian market. So I'm saying that to say, go buy ammo. Make sure you have, ideally, and this is just me and my Smart Shooter standard. I teach my students a good safety stock is 1,000 rounds in whatever you shoot. And if you only got 1 or 2 calibers, aim for 2,000 so you can still train and have 1,000 on reserve and standby. So that's kind of what I teach them. But go get ammo, man, because between the military actually needing ammo and you not being able to get it because of panic buying, which is probably going to be more the case, right? You probably won't have to worry about the military as much as you're going to worry about people thinking they can't get it and then going and buying it all. And so it may sound like I'm trying to tell you to do the same thing, but I'm not. I'm only talking to people who are not prepared. For those of us who keep a safety stash on hand anyway, you're fine. But it's just those who I know. I know people who have firearms and they maybe have 1 box of ammo. Like, get ammo. Also encourage going to get any AR style, anything that you want. I would have more concern about the election than I would necessarily the wars that are going on. But as you know, Sleepy Joe is gonna keep fighting for his assault weapons ban, and all these states are gonna individually keep doing stuff to try to outlaw and ban AR style weapons because they think they're assault rifles, not Armalite rifles. And get you one. I'm in Michigan, and I can tell you that Michigan gun laws are changing. There are people who are actively fighting and pushing bills that will outright ban ARs in our state. Get you one. Alright, it doesn't hurt to get you one. Get you a quality one while you still can, right? Because there's so many people that I know that waited in the pandemic and got one, and then as we came out of the pandemic, they realized they didn't get a good one. They realized that they got what was available, not what their money could actually buy, which led to them buying twice, and their resale value on firearms is nowhere near what you pay for it. So get you one. Get it now. Get something of quality. Get Rostic Arms, of course. I gotta advocate for Rostic Arms because I own a company. But even if you don't buy from me, same thing with ammo, right? I am a FFL. Even if you don't order ammo from me, get some, right? Because this isn't an advertisement for me. Of course, I'm a shameless plug, but this is about you and your safety and protecting your freedoms and safeties and the people that you love. I would hate for something to happen, right? Because there's so many people who think nothing will ever happen to me, or that'll never happen in America. I would hate for something to happen and I'm not prepared and have to face that dark time alone without enough firepower to equal the playing field. All right, so AR style, get you one. It's not just guns and ammo though. Like, you should be stocking up on medical supplies, bottles of water, canned goods. Like, these are things that I was just raised to have stockpiles of anyway, that I'm learning that's not as common. So I highly encourage you, go figure out what you need and just stock up on it. Make sure safety supply. If something happened where all the stores shut down, riots broke out, stores were looted and closed, and you had to just protect your household, how long could you survive? If terrorist attacks started happening right here in the US and that there was martial law and nobody could leave the house, like, how long could you make it before you had to start threatening other people and getting desperate for your way of life? Like, how long could you survive? Those are things to think about. Classes. Don't just take gun classes right now, right? Take a first aid class. Do you know how to use a tourniquet? Do you know when you should stuff a wound versus when you should use a tourniquet? Those are all things that you can practice and learn now before anything goes wrong. A lifestyle of preparation is not a bad thing, and people try to push it off as it's fear mongering. People are desperate for money and sales, and that's why they're doing it. And the truth of the matter is, maybe some are, but it's not me. I just want you to be ready should something arise. And because we live in America, there's still the threat of everyday crime. Like, let's just be honest. People are desperate right now. The economy sucks. It's trash. People don't have money, and that leads to them trying to take yours. Right? There's a lot of poverty crime going on, and I call it poverty crime or lack crime because it's usually a lack of something that's the motivation, right? You got to be able to protect yourself. You got to be able to protect your family. Take a martial arts class, because this can't be the answer to everything either. But be smart, get trained, get prepared. The world is a crazy place. This is the craziest I've ever seen the world in my 35 years of living. And I know that may not be long to some, and that's super long to some other people. But what I will say is that you gotta be prepared in more ways than just this, but this is a great start. All right. If you got any questions, let me know. Drop them in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe. Hit the notification bell. Don't miss when I drop videos. And man, I'm gonna just keep being a resource for y'all. Get you a Rostic Arms 10-5 300 blackout dropping this weekend. Let's go. I love y'all, man. Peace.